I've already added some perlite to my bucket. Now I'm going to sift. This is the organic compost, all right? And this is not something that you should get overly concerned with. It's a very simple process. Basically just want to get out some of the thicker or larger particles. And I like to break up, if I have any clumps like that, we'll break them up. And what's left is still really good compost. It just has larger particles that I prefer not to have in my seed starting mix. Now today I've got six celled seed starting trays that I'll be starting my seeds in. And once we get our growing medium all mixed up, but I'll give you a look at this real quick so you can see. All right, nice, right? Look at that black gold. And from there, I'll start to mix it up. And I'm just trying to eyeball where I believe I have a good mixture of the perlite and compost. And the reason for that is we're looking for some good drainage in the soil. And as I said in my prior video, after this process, I'll put this into my seed starting trays. We'll put our seeds in, and then we'll give it a light covering of the vermiculite. I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. Let me finish sifting this out. We'll come back as I'm filling up my seed starting trays. All right, so I've sifted my compost and mixed that with the perlite to where I was satisfied. And now, I also added in, I amended in just a little bit of that Neversink blend organic fertilizer. Not too much. Now, I just filled up this tray. Again, it's referred to a 6-cell seed starting tray. It has slits on the side, nice wide bottom, easy to get the plant or the seedlings out of, and it will air prune. So now we're set, we're ready for planting. Move this, and here we go. Put this here for now. All right, I want to do some broccoli. And I'll probably do 3 seeds, well, these are really tiny, per tray. And there's several ways you can do this. My hands are dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and just try and tap them in. Whoops, yeah, that was about 5. Well, it's going to be hard to only get 3, but ideally I'd like to get just 3. All right. Okay, I'm going to do 2 trays of the broccoli. I like broccoli. Okay. And you could always thin this out down the road. As I say, these are very small seeds, so it's difficult to control. They do sell little tools to help with this. I don't have many left, so I'm just going to finish them off. That's the end of the seeds. So this was an older pack, so let's see what else I have here. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and spread them amongst this here just to finish it up. All right. Now, the next step is to add some vermiculite. Okay, and I'm just going to let it slowly build up. I don't want to compact it at this point. And from here, we will give it a watering. And I'm going to germinate these inside the house. I have a heating pad or a grow pad. I will cover this once I water them in and put them on the heat pad. I'll cover it and I'll show you that a little bit later. Now I do need to label this, and I'm going to go ahead and finish planting out these trays. That's the process. I'm just going to repeat that. Okay. That's all you have to do. Vermiculite. I'll bring one of these a little closer here. Okay, that's what it looks like. A little closer. There you have it. It's that easy to start your own seeds. Very simple. You could buy bag compost, do the same thing, sift it out. You could buy some organic fertilizer in an 8-pound bag, a little perlite, some vermiculite. You can get those in smaller quantities. Once they're inside, I do have a mister. I think I picked this up on Amazon, maybe $5. You pump it up, all right, and it's a nice fine mist. You probably can't see this. Let me pick it up. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is the fun part when you do everything on your own, Phil. My son and partner in crime, he's abandoned his duties. Right now, I'll do that probably every day once they're inside the house. Typically, my germination rate has, well, not rate, time, has been around 2 to 5 days. Real quick, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I cover it like that, and I'll put that on the heating pad, and the condensation builds up. I'll insert a photo or two of the setup, and you'll see that at the end of the video, but that's my setup right there. And now, this is for my succession planting. So as we start to harvest out of our market garden and inside the greenhouse, I'm ensuring I've got seedlings that are ready to go in the ground in 30, 60 days out, depending on what the crop is. Broccoli might take a little bit longer, same with the shallots. Shallots are more long-term. Last year they took 6, 8 months. And not that I couldn't have harvested them, but waiting that long, I got something that was really good size, and 2 of those were adequate for putting into our soups. So quick recap, again, it was compost, organic compost that I sifted. I added in some perlite, and you want to make sure you're using a horticulture grade, same with the vermiculite. And if you didn't want to use vermiculite, you can certainly put a dusting of the compost over it. I've done it both ways, and I have to tell you, using the vermiculite, the germination rate is just superior. And I think it's because it keeps that moisture right on top of the seed, a really good drainage. And it's easy for those seedlings to pop up. And I'm putting anywhere from a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch. I think a 1/4 inch is probably ideal, but it's that easy. So anyway, that's how I start my seedlings. I hope you found that helpful. And please subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you on the next video. I just went in the greenhouse and I wanted to grab some seedlings that I started. So I have Bibb lettuce, romaine lettuce, spinach, more Bibb lettuce, fennel, escarole, and Vivian lettuce. Now, let's see here. Fennel started 11/6. Today's the 15th. Oh, look at that. Remember I talked about air pruning? All right, so I have the roots coming out. That's a great sign. I'd look for that as to when I can get those into the ground. So I have lots of fennel. That'll go into the market garden where my germination rate wasn't that great. Here's romaine lettuce, again started on the 7th. Might have some seeds in here that don't belong. Just prick those right out. But look at that. All right, again, this was the compost, the perlite, and then the vermiculite. And you can see they're still pushing up right there. All right, so again, to ensure we have plenty of lettuce, here is the broccoli rabe. Now, I don't necessarily always get, I'm not quite sure what that is. I don't necessarily always get florets. However, I'm a big fan of just eating the leaves. So there you go, right? The results are spectacular. All right, doesn't get any easier than that, all right? All right, hey, start growing something.